What's going on, everyone? Welcome to this week's Variant Proportion Update video for Friday, Good Friday, April 7th, 2023. Starting off here with a Hubbub World, which we have done for a couple weeks now. They put out some really fantastic data. Thank you for doing this, Hubbub World. The latest dominating variant is XBB115, and they say, however, XBB191 and XBB192 have been on a slow and steady rise and account for 5% of cases right now, behind XBB15. And then we come down here to this. This is the variant you all care to see about. The big news is the rapid acceleration of the XBB116, aka atrocious variant, to almost 3% of total cases in the country from just 2% a week back. And take a look here. Look at this. It's showing here there's 20% incidence of it up in Washington State. You can see here on the 5 to 10% scale you have New Jersey now, which that's kind of concerning because New York City is right next door. Then you have Virginia, which is rising. Then below that would come Iowa, then California. Then comes a whole bunch of other states such as California, Nebraska, New York, Boston, Long Island, Maryland, even down here in North Carolina as well. So it is starting to grow at a faster pace. Alright, taking a look at this, I did a poll yesterday on, do you think XBB116 will be in the next CDC update? 29.5% said yes, 70.5% said no, 268 votes. There's still 10 hours left, but the verdict is already in, and that verdict is they did not add it this week. So Omicron, XBB15 nationally is at 88.3%, XBB191 is at 5.1%, XBB151 is at 2.4%, XBB is at 1.9%, BQ1.1 is at 1.4%, CH1.1 is at 0.4%, BQ.1 is at 0.2%, and BA.2 is at 0.1%. Going forward, when we go regionally, we won't do the ones under 1%, with exceptions to 191, but I think 191 is now above 1% in all regions, but we'll find out. Here we go. Region 1, Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, and Vermont. In this region, we see XBB15 is at 91.9%, XBB191 is at 3.2%, XBB151 is at 3.1%, and XBB is at 1.5%. Moving on to Region 2, New Jersey, New York, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. In this region, XBB15 is at 89.5%, XBB191 is at 4.4%, XBB151 is at 3.4%, XBB is at 2.5%. Region 3, Delaware, District of Columbia, in other words, Washington, D.C., Maryland, Pennsylvania, Virginia, and West Virginia. In this region, XBB15 is at 90.1%, XBB191 is at 3.7%, XBB151 is at 3.4%, and XBB is at 2.2%. Region 4, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Tennessee. In this region, XBB15 is at 88.4%, XBB191 is at 4.6%, XBB151 is at 3.7%, and XBB is at 1.8%. Region 5, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Ohio, and Wisconsin. In this region, XBB15 is at 90.4%, XBB191 is at 3.4%, XBB151 is at 2.8%, XBB is at 1.5%, and BQ1.1 is at 1.1%. Region 6, Arkansas, Louisiana, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Texas. In this region, XBB15 is at 91.3%, XBB191 is at 3.8%, XBB151 is at 1.6%, BQ1.1, 1.4%, XBB 1.3%. Moving on to Region 7, Iowa, Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska. This is where we have seen on the CDC data the highest 191. And let's see if that still exists. XBB15, just 76.3%. XBB191, 18.4%. So yes, it still is the highest in this region. XBB151, 3.3%. BQ1.1 is at 1.1%. So very much similar to when we had the 4.6 variant last year. XBB191 is taking off in this region for some reason, which I honestly can't explain. Region 8, Colorado, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Utah, and Wyoming. In this region, XBB15 is at 87.8%, XBB191 is at 7.6%, BA.2 is at 1.4%, and XBB151 is at 1.1%. Moving on to Region 9, Arizona, California, Hawaii, Nevada, American Samoa, Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, and Federated States of Micronesia. In this region, XBB15 is at 90.1%, XBB191 is at 4.3%, XBB is at 2%, BQ1.1 is at 1.8%, and XBB151 is at 1%. Alright, finally, Region 10, Alaska, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. In this region, XBB15 is 87%, XBB is 4.3%, XBB191 is 4%, BQ1.1 is 2.5%, and XBB151 is at 1.2%. Alright, that does it for this week's variant proportion update. I think what we're going to see in the coming weeks is maybe on Hubbub data, on their data, we're going to see XBB116 spread a lot faster, and it's going to show up in a lot more states. It's Easter this weekend. I read there's going to be 2 million people traveling by air today, so you're going to get a good mixture going around, and it's going to be really the match that gets the fire going, similar to what happened with the XBB 15 and 151 variants back at Christmas time. I think it's going to really it's going to be in most states within the next couple weeks. It already is rapidly spreading. You have spring break, so sooner or later the CDC is going to have to add it to their data. And why they're taking so long to do so, I don't know. Maybe there's a certain threshold, has to get over a certain percent. That doesn't even make sense, because we know XBB191, as we go back to the national region here, XBB191 is only at 5.1%. They added that. Why they won't add this other one, which is super concerning, is beyond me. I will see you all again next time. But until I see you again next time, stay safe. Hit the like button down below if you like this. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel. We'll have the pandemic update later on today in the afternoon. See you all again next time.